Hey guys, Dr. Axe here. Today we're going to talk about the incredible benefits of essential oils and specifically to treat and take care of specific organs in your body. So if you're watching this right now or know somebody who needs to know more about essential oils and how they can benefit your hormones, your digestion, your skin and beauty, healthy inflammation levels in the body, detoxification, your thyroid, your adrenals, and a whole lot more, I'll be covering it on today's episode of Ancient Medicine. And hey, help me spread the word that essential oils are nature's true plant-based medicine. Take a minute right now, punch that share button, click that love button for me. More people need to know the truth about essential oils because a lot of people today are turning to products that have severe side effects that are synthetic when God put nature's remedies here on earth for us to use like essential oils. So we'll talk about that here today. So we're going to cover 8 surprising essential oil remedies. We're going to start off here with hormones. And by the way, if you want to learn more about a lot of this stuff, make sure you check out my brand new book, Essential Oils, Ancient Medicine. Here today, this is written by myself, Jordan Rubin, Ty Bollinger. We have a lot of content in this book that gets into much greater depth than I can even get to on our training today. So let's dive in. Hormones. Clary sage is one of the best essential oils for hormones. Whether you're struggling with, PCOS, fertility problems, menopause, PMS, any of those issues, you want to balance out your hormones, and clary sage and sage oil are the best essential oils to do that. They actually really help with balancing out estrogen levels in the body. You know, oftentimes estrogen can get too high, progesterone can get too low, and what's great about clary sage is it helps with balancing those estrogen levels. Thyme essential oil is great for progesterone. In fact, it's known as being a pro-progesterone. A lot of times women will use progesterone creams today, which can be beneficial, but there are some herbs you can consume, such as black cohosh, wild yam is another. Even dong quai to an extent helps a little bit with that, but those are some herbs you can use, but thyme also falls in that category. It's known to really nourish your reproductive organs in Chinese medicine and support healthy progesterone production. Holy basil, another incredible oil, one of my favorites. It's known as an adaptogen. Adaptogens help your body better deal with stress and help balance out cortisol levels. Remember this, cortisol and hormones in your body, they all react to each other. So for instance, when cortisol goes up, melatonin can go down. When melatonin can go up, sometimes cortisol goes down. And all of these hormones, it's like a seesaw, they all affect each other. Well, cortisol is known as your body's aging hormone, known as your stress hormone. If cortisol stays up over time, it will age you. Here's a good thing, holy basil acts as an adaptogen, relieves stress on the body, supports the adrenals, and it's great for naturally balancing hormones. And then sandalwood. This might surprise some men and women, but men today have very low testosterone compared to what they should have. Sandalwood is the best essential oil to naturally bring up testosterone. But ladies, listen to this. Sandalwood doesn't just cause testosterone to go up, it causes testosterone to balance out. And so if you really want to balance out testosterone levels, which women, many of you actually also have low testosterone, some of you have high testosterone, sandalwood doesn't cause it to go up or down, it brings it back into balance. What I would recommend doing with these oils, sandalwood and thyme, what I would do is take those and just rub those on topically. Clary sage and holy basil, you can rub those on topically too, but I would really rub these around your entire neck area and right below your sinuses and then on your lower abdomen area. That's how you should use these oils to help balance out your hormones. The next oils, these are my favorite essential oils for gut health. By the way, if you're enjoying this training right now, help me spread the message. Punch that share button, click that like button. There are millions of people with the hormone issues I just talked about that don't know there's a natural solution like essential oils, and same goes for digestive issues. The number of people with digestive issues are staggering. Number one oil here is ginger essential oil. Ginger oil is very warming to the body, but it also has very powerful anti-inflammatory properties. That's why it's a great oil for the gut. Peppermint oil acts as a cooling agent and also supports gut motility and It's great for, actually a medical study on humans has shown it may be beneficial for the treatment of IBS, it's irritable bowel syndrome. Next oil here is fennel. Now fennel is really unique. Fennel, by the way, is also great for hormones. Fennel is often used for women during lactation and breastfeeding. It's known as that herb. Actually, the blend of fennel and fenugreek is known to increase breast milk production in women. So again, fennel is great for hormones, but also it's been shown to reduce gas and bloating issues. And so if you have any type of gas and bloating at all, fennel oil is a fantastic one to use in combination with the others. And chamomile is the most calming of all the oils. If you are having any type of gastric spasms or a stomach ache or just in general, even leaky gut syndrome, chamomile is calming to the gut as well as to the mind and emotions. So this blend of these four together are great for gut health. I'll throw a bonus one in there. Cardamom essential oil is also fantastic as well. Mood. You know, the number of people today struggling with depression and anxiety is staggering. In fact, you know, several of the top selling medications in the world today are anti-anxiety and antidepressant medications. And the good news is essential oils, actually, many of them contain compounds that naturally affect the brain in a similar way, but a much more natural and balancing way. One of those oils is ylang ylang. I would say this is my number one oil for depression. If somebody is depressed and needs an uplift, needs something to bring up their spirit, naturally support their body in that way, ylang ylang oil is great. You know, another oil that's really great for lifting the spirit as well as ylang ylang would be jasmine oil. Also, there's a few oils that help with motivation. Cedarwood falls in that category with courage as well. Lavender oil is great for more anxiety. If somebody is really stressed out, worry and anxiety, lavender and chamomile oil, those two especially, are very calming to the body and can support the mood. And then bergamot, I would say bergamot is great to blend, especially with ylang ylang, and improving motivation, excitement, and just naturally helping overcome any sort of the blues, whether it's a seasonal depression or regular depression there as well. Bergamot and ylang ylang is a great blend to do there as well. Next here is the skin. You know, your skin is your body's largest organ, and the number of skin conditions today is really growing. When you look at eczema, psoriasis, acne in both adolescents and adults today, it's really high, higher than ever. Rosacea is another one. These oils are very calming to the skin. Geranium oil is known as more of a hydrating oil. If you have just dry skin, especially for someone that's aging, women who are over the age of 40, geranium oil is an oil you really want to be doing on a consistent basis. It's very hydrating, very good for the skin. Myrrh oil as well. Myrrh oil is good for very dry skin, very moistening there as well. Now, tea tree oil is the best oil for fighting acne. I recommend doing a blend of manuka honey with tea tree oil, rubbing it on the face if you've got acne or the area, leaving it on there for a few minutes, and then washing it off. Or you could even actually do a face mask with it and leave it on anywhere from 20 minutes to an hour and then wash it off afterwards with the manuka honey and tea tree oil blend there. It's a great blend to do there. And lavender oil. You know, lavender oil is great for all types of skin. It's also great for healing wounds, burns, and cuts. In fact, recently I burnt my hand pulling something out of the oven and or touching something right after I pulled it out of the oven, and I burnt my hand, and I thought immediately, you know, this is going to be a really bad burn. I rinsed it off on cold water for 5 seconds. I immediately, literally soaked it. I doused it with lavender oil, and I did that several times throughout the night. I woke up the next day, it didn't even hurt at all. So I just want to say this, lavender oil, if you can treat a burn immediately, and you want to do that, if you ever get burnt, you want to treat it immediately with lavender oil and always have that on hand or around you in case something happens, because it is the best essential oil for burns, for cuts, for scrapes, for anything like that, but it's also just in general great for anti-aging and supporting the skin there as well. A few other bonuses that I like: helichrysum oil is great for scarring and age spots. Frankincense is great for evening out skin tone as well there. So those are some other oils you may consider adding to your essential oil medicine cabinet. Inflammation. Many essential oils contain compounds that are anti-inflammatory in nature. Frankincense contains different forms of alpha-pinene, and frankincense actually contains a large amount of different compounds. But one of those, especially in Boswellia carteri and sacra, larger amounts of alpha-pinene, which actually also acts on the brain, actually supporting reducing different types of anxiety. But frankincense is great for inflammation. Probably my favorite is turmeric. Turmeric contains a compound called turmerone. And this has been shown to help support cell regeneration, stem cell production, really powerful oil there as well. Helichrysum, another one of my favorites for inflammation, especially if it's related to nerve issues. If you have any type of nerve issue or nerve pain, helichrysum is good at supporting the regeneration of a damaged area. And then wintergreen actually acts as a natural analgesic and numbing agent if you're having pain or inflammation in an area. Peppermint oil is another option there as well. Ginger oil is another one that has really powerful anti-inflammatory properties you might consider using. Next one here is essential oils for the brain. Traditionally, or starting in 1928 when a French chemist burnt his hand, he's one of the developers of what's known today as aromatherapy, that literally smelling the aroma of certain plants and their compounds can actually have a healing effect on the body. Well, the area it's going to affect first when you're smelling essential oil is the brain, your sensory center there in the brain. And so the brain, there are several oils that can affect the body. My favorite essential oil for the brain is rosemary oil. Rosemary oil has been shown in clinical studies to improve memory and focus. And when you look at how beneficial that can be for people with Alzheimer's disease, for students or kids with ADHD or ADD, rosemary oil is a fantastic oil. Now, it also has profound effects at helping naturally thicken the hair, so you can make your own homemade shampoo with aloe vera gel, some baking soda, some rosemary oil, and make your own home shampoo. So it's great for thickening hair. That's what most people use it for. But most people don't realize it's also the best essential oil for the brain and memory. So again, you can diffuse this while you're studying, or if you're about to take a test, just rub some rosemary on your neck. It can help with memory, focus, and concentration. Number 2 here is cedarwood oil, often referenced in the Bible by King Solomon, one of the wisest men that ever lived. And cedarwood, we know, is also very motivating in terms of an oil. But cedarwood in medical studies have been shown to support fighting ADHD, and the oil that's just as powerful, if not more powerful, at supporting focus and ADHD is vetiver oil. Vetiver has a very earthy scent to it. When first you smell it, it's sort of strong, but over time, most people begin to love the scent, especially when mixed in blends. But vetiver oil, probably the most powerful oil at focus and actually supporting ADD. But I would absolutely do a blend of these oils together. And then if somebody needs something to calm them, chamomile and lavender can be used in combination of these, especially with conditions like ADD or ADHD. But rosemary oil in general is especially good for just as you age, keeping your mind sharp. Immune system. This is one of the biggest reasons why essential oils are so popular today, is their ability to support immunity. And by the way, hey, if you're enjoying this live training right now, help me spread the word that essential oils are true plant-based medicine. Take a minute right now and press that share button. More people need to know the truth about essential oils. By the way, I just want to point this out. If you're loving this live training right now and you want to learn more about essential oils, I just came out with a brand new book called Essential Oils, Ancient Medicine. Guys, make sure to check it out. This is actually over 500 pages. It's a hardback book, has a ring binder in it. We go through, how to overcome a number of health conditions in it, from hormone-related things to digestive issues, and a whole lot more. So if you're loving this training, you will love this book even more. Let's talk about the immune system. Thyme oil, one of my favorite essential oils for the immune system. It contains a compound called thymol, which has antiviral and antibacterial properties, so it's a great oil to use. Frankincense oil, we know, really helps in balancing out immune responses. So autoimmune disease, this would be one of the oils I would definitely recommend. And frankincense oil has been used throughout history for a number of things, but supporting the immune system is definitely one of the benefits. Ginger oil as well. Now, within Chinese medicine, when somebody has a cold, why do you think they call it a cold? It's not because it's cold outside, it's because it's it's too cold inside your body. So in Chinese medicine, they have you drink a lot of warm broth soups, a lot of warm herbal teas, and a lot of warming herbs. Well, ginger is one of those warming herbs that helps warm your body inside. So if you really want to strengthen your immune system and really warm your insides, ginger oil is a great oil to use, as is clove oil, very similar. That's actually the most antioxidant-rich essential oil today, but also really great for warming your center and your insides. And so I love doing these blends together, especially like a thyme and a ginger together. Probably the two most effective 1-2 punch at fighting the common cold and flu. Orange oil, another great one. Orange oil supports lymphatic drainage as well as acts as an expectorant, helping your body get rid of excess mucus, especially with cold or flu. And another big thing here is spiritually, mentally, and emotionally. You know, frankincense oil, when you go back and you read the Bible, they talk about something called the holy anointing oil. The holy anointing oil was a blend of essential oils, including cinnamon, cassia, calamus, myrrh, and olive oil. And when the Bible, when you were sick, they said, go to the priest, have him pray for you for healing, and have him anoint your head with oil. Imagine yourself being anointed with all of these essential oils with all of these beneficial compounds in them. So again, that's a great blend, but frankincense, the most referenced essential oil in the Bible, and it's not just used in the Bible today, it was used in Egyptian spiritual practices. It's been used in Ayurvedic medicine and some of their, during yoga classes and different sorts of spiritually related ceremonies. During burial, it was used during those ceremonies back in Egypt. But frankincense oil is very powerful at, again, improving spiritual awareness and enlightenment. And part of the reason is, medically speaking, it's one of the oils that actually helps reduce neural inflammation, which could, in fact, affect your focus. Myrrh oil also contains really beneficial compounds that support spiritual awareness. Cypress oil, many people believe that Jesus was either crucified on a cypress or a cedar wood tree, but cypress, very good for the spine, for the nerve system, and for motivation. Spikenard, many people have heard this story where Mary Magdalene breaks a bottle of nard, spikenard, this ointment, and washes Jesus' feet with her hair. They said that bottle was worth a year's wages, but spikenard, another oil that's been shown to actually affect the mood and the mind there as well. So let's do a quick overview here. And again, if you've enjoyed this live training, I want to thank all of you who have pressed the share button, the like button, because more people need to know, the number of people today that are out there who are using conventional medications and drugs instead of using essential oils for their body, it can be really damaging. And listen, I want to put a disclaimer here. I'm not saying that essential oils can place medication. Always consult with your healthcare practitioner. But again, if you just have a common cold coming on, people for thousands of years have used essential oils to benefit their body. So again, best essential oils for your hormones include clary sage, thyme, holy basil, and sandalwood. Best essential oils for your gut health: ginger, peppermint, fennel, and chamomile. Best essential oils for your mood: ylang ylang, lavender, and bergamot. Best for your skin: geranium, myrrh, tea tree, and lavender. Best essential oils for inflammation: frankincense, turmeric, helichrysum, and wintergreen. Best for your brain: rosemary, cedarwood, and vetiver. Best for immune system: thyme, frankincense, ginger, clove, and orange. And best for just meditation. When you do meditation or prayer, just get a diffuser and diffuse the oils while you're doing that: frankincense, myrrh, cypress, and spikenard. And again, don't forget, check out this book on my website, draxe.com, or on amazon.com. It's Essential Oils, Ancient Medicine. You'll love this brand new book, I guarantee. Check it out. And hey, if you're not subscribed here to our Facebook channel, our YouTube channel, or our Instagram channel, make sure you subscribe here as well. Guys, this has been Dr. Axe talking about the top essential oils for your health.